Welcome to ZoomInData, your go-to channel for in-depth Azure Cloud, Serverless, and modern development interview preparation. In this video, we dive deep into the * Top 25 Azure Functions Premium Plan features interview questions for 2026. Perfect for developers, architects, DevOps engineers, and anyone preparing for AZ-204 certification or designing high-performance, low-latency serverless applications. We cover every major premium, elastic, plan feature, pre-warmed, always-ready instances, unlimited execution, VNet, private endpoint support, elastic scaling, custom domains, ephemeral disks, hybrid connections, cost optimization, migration from consumption, monitoring, and best practices, all explained in clear, detailed, interview-ready technical language to help you confidently ace your next interview. 1. What are the key features of the Premium Plan in Azure Functions? The Premium, Elastic Premium plan combines true serverless auto-scaling with pre-warmed, always-ready instances, virtually eliminating cold starts while still allowing dynamic burst scaling far beyond the minimum. It removes the 10-minute execution time out of the consumption plan, supports unbounded function runtime, higher per-instance memory, up to 14 GB on EP3, and full virtual network integration with private endpoints. Offers elastic scale-out from a configurable minimum number of instances to thousands during peaks, with billing only for actual usage above the reserved baseline. Designed specifically for latency-sensitive, high concurrency, or enterprise-grade workloads that cannot tolerate cold starts, need long-running functions, or require private networking. 2. Explain pre-warmed instances in Premium Plan. Pre-warmed instances are a configurable number of function app instances that Azure keeps continuously running and fully initialized, even when there is no traffic. They ensure that the runtime, language worker processes, extensions, and bindings are already loaded, so new requests are served immediately without cold start delays. You pay a fixed cost for these minimum instances 24/7, reserved capacity, while any additional instances scaled out during bursts are still charged on the pay-per-use model. Minimum pre-warmed instances can be set from 1 to hundreds, depending on EP1, EP2, EP3 SKU, making it ideal for APIS or real-time event processing that must respond in milliseconds. 3. How does Premium Plan handle cold starts? Premium Plan virtually eliminates cold starts by maintaining a minimum number of pre-warmed, always-ready instances that are kept running and initialized at all times. When traffic arrives, requests are routed to these ready instances immediately. Only when the minimum is exceeded does Azure create new instances, which start from a warm pool. Cold start latency drops to near zero for the reserved instances and is significantly reduced even during heavy bursts compared to consumption plan. This makes Premium the best choice for any workload where even occasional 5 to 30-second cold starts are unacceptable, e.g., customer-facing APIS, real-time IoT processing. 4. What is VNet integration in Premium Plan? VNet integration in Premium allows the function app to securely access resources inside an Azure virtual network, private IPs, on-premises via VPN, ExpressRoute, or peered VNets. Supports both regional VNet integration, no gateway required, and classic gateway required integration for broader connectivity scenarios. Enables private endpoints for inbound traffic and outbound-only VNet integration for calling private backend services, SQL, Cosmos DB, storage. Critical for regulated industries, enterprise environments, or any scenario requiring private networking and zero public internet exposure. 5. Explain unlimited execution duration in Premium. Unlike the consumption plan's hard 10-minute limit, Premium plan removes all execution timeout restrictions, allowing functions to run for minutes, hours, or even days if needed. Instances remain allocated and billed only for the actual duration the function is executing. No forced termination occurs. Perfect for long-running batch jobs, video, audio processing, large data transformations, machine learning inference, or any task that exceeds short execution windows. Still subject to overall capacity limits of the Elastic Premium SKU and practical memory, CPU constraints. 6. How do you configure minimum instances in Premium? Minimum instances are configured in the Function Apps platform. Features right-pointing arrow scale out, app service plan, right-pointing arrow instance count setting. Set a fixed minimum number, e.g., 5, that Azure keeps pre-warmed and always ready to serve requests. You can also enable elastic scale rules for automatic bursting beyond the minimum based on CPU, memory, or custom metrics. Changes take effect almost immediately. Monitor impact on cost via the Capacity Metrics app. 7. What is the role of elastic scale in Premium? Elastic scale allows the Premium plan to automatically add extra instances beyond the configured minimum when demand spikes, CPU, memory, event backlog. It scales out quickly to handle bursts and scales back down when load decreases, charging only for the additional compute time used. Works together with always-ready instances to provide both predictable baseline performance and cost-effective bursting. Controlled via auto-scale rules in the scale-out blade, supports custom metrics for event-driven scaling. 8. How does Premium plan support private endpoints? Premium plan supports private endpoints for inbound traffic, allowing clients to reach the function app over a private IP inside your VNet. Outbound private endpoints are also supported via VNet integration, enabling secure calls to private Azure resources, Cosmos DB, storage, SQL. Private endpoints eliminate public internet exposure, enforce network-level security, and comply with zero-trust architectures. Configured via networking right-pointing arrow private endpoint connections in the Function app portal. 9. Explain always-ready instances. Always-ready instances are the minimum number of pre-warmed function instances that Azure keeps running continuously, even during idle periods. They eliminate cold starts for the reserved capacity and ensure sub-second response times for the first requests after idle time. You pay a fixed cost for these instances 24/7, reserved baseline. Any scale-out beyond minimum is still pay-per-use. The feature is unique to Premium and Flex Consumption Preview, and is the primary reason Premium is chosen over consumption for latency-critical applications. 10. How do you manage scaling in Premium plan? Scaling in Premium is managed through a combination of always-ready minimum instances and elastic autoscale rules. Set minimum instances for baseline capacity. Configure autoscale rules based on CPU, memory, queue length, or custom metrics for bursting. Scale out happens quickly because new instances start from a warm pool. Scale in removes excess instances when load drops. Monitor scaling events and throttling in the Capacity Metrics app and adjust minimums, rules based on real usage patterns. 11. What is the difference between premium and consumption for networking? Consumption plan has no VNet integration or private endpoint support. All traffic is over public internet. Premium plan fully supports regional VNet integration, private endpoints, inbound, outbound, and hybrid connections. Premium enables secure access to private resources, on-premises, peered VNets, and zero public exposure. Consumption is limited to public endpoints and basic IP restrictions. Premium is required for regulated or enterprise networking requirements. 12. How do you configure auto-scale rules in Premium? In the Function app portal, go to Scale Out, App Service Plan, Right pointing arrow Custom Auto-Scale Right pointing arrow Add Rule. Define rules based on CPU percentage, memory percentage, queue length, or custom metrics via Application Insights. Set minimum and maximum instance count. Premium honors the always ready minimum even when autoscale would scale down. Use scale-up rules for predictable spikes, e.g., end-of-month batch jobs, and scale-out rules for unpredictable bursts. 13. Explain Premium Plan pricing model. Premium Plan uses a hybrid model. You pay a fixed cost for the minimum always-ready instances 24/7, reserved capacity, plus pay per use for any execution above the minimum. Billing is based on vCore seconds, vCores times duration, for the reserved minimum plus additional GB seconds for burst usage. No charge for idle time beyond the minimum instances, only active execution time is billed. Reserved capacity discounts available for 1-year or 3-year commitments, significantly reducing baseline cost. 14. How does Premium support custom domains and SSL? Premium Plan fully supports custom domains with Azure managed free SSL certificates or your own custom TLS, SSL certificates. Configure custom domains in the Function app portal under Custom Domains right pointing arrow Add Custom Domain. Supports Apex domains, subdomains, and wildcard domains with CNAME or A records. SSL bindings are automatic with managed certificates. Manual upload for custom certs. 15. What is the maximum instance count in Premium? Maximum instance count depends on the Elastic Premium SKU. EP1, up to 100 instances. EP2, up to 200. EP3, up to 300. Can be increased further via support request for very high-scale workloads. Actual maximum is also limited by the throughput units of connected services, event hubs, service bus, etc. Monitor instance count in the Scale Out Blade and Capacity Metrics app. 16. How do you monitor pre-warmed instance health? Use Azure Monitor Metrics to track always-ready instance count, health status, and CPU, memory usage. Application Insights provides instance-level telemetry, including pre-warmed instance startup time and availability. Capacity Metrics app shows pre-warmed versus on-demand instances and any throttling events. Set alerts on instance health degradation or unexpected scale-in of pre-warmed instances. 17. Explain Premium Plan for high concurrency workloads. Premium Plan excels at high concurrency workloads by maintaining always-ready instances and supporting very high concurrent executions per instance. Elastic Scale-Out allows rapid addition of instances during traffic spikes, e.g., flash sales, IoT bursts. Higher per instance memory, up to 14 GB on EP3, handles memory-intensive concurrent processing. No execution timeout means long-running concurrent tasks complete without interruption. 18. How does Premium handle long-running functions? Premium removes the 10-minute execution timeout, allowing functions to run for minutes, hours, or days without forced termination. Instances remain allocated and billed only for actual execution time during long runs. Pre-warmed instances ensure consistent performance for long-running background jobs. Ideal for batch processing, video encoding, large data transformations, or ML inference workloads. 19. What is the role of ephemeral disks in Premium? Ephemeral disks are temporary, high-performance local SSD storage attached to Premium plan instances. Used for temporary files, caching, or scratch space during function execution, e.g., large file processing. Faster and lower latency than Azure files or blob storage for temporary I/O operations. Data is lost when instance is deallocated. Never store persistent data on ephemeral disks. 20. How do you migrate from consumption to Premium? Migration is a configuration change. Update the function app's hosting plan to Premium in the portal, CLI, or ARM template. No code changes are required. Bindings, triggers, and configuration remain identical. Set minimum always-ready instances after migration to eliminate cold starts. Retest latency and performance. Monitor cost impact in Capacity Metrics app. 21. Explain Premium Plan for regulated industries. Premium Plan supports private endpoints, VNet integration, and managed identities, meeting strict network isolation and zero trust requirements. Unbounded execution and higher memory support compliance-sensitive workloads, e.g., financial calculations, healthcare data processing. Full audit logging via Application Insights and Azure Monitor meets regulatory logging needs. Used widely in banking, healthcare, government, and other regulated sectors requiring secure, predictable performance. 22. How does Premium support hybrid connections? Premium Plan supports Azure Relay hybrid connections for outbound access to on-premises resources behind firewalls. Hybrid connections allow secure, firewall-friendly access to legacy systems or on-premises databases, services. Configured in networking right-pointing arrow hybrid connections in the Function app portal. Complements VNet integration for hybrid scenarios requiring both private network and relay connectivity. 23. What is the minimum SKU for Premium, EP1, EP2, EP3? EP1, Elastic Premium 1, is the entry-level SKU with 1 vCore, 3.5 GB memory, and up to 210 ACU, Azure Compute Units. EP2 doubles resources, 2 vCores, 7 GB memory, 420 ACU, for higher concurrency and memory-intensive workloads. EP3 quadruples resources, 4 vCores, 14 GB memory, 840 ACU, for the most demanding applications. Choose based on concurrent execution needs, memory per function, and cold start tolerance. 24. How do you optimize costs in Premium Plan? Set minimum always-ready instances to the lowest number that eliminates unacceptable cold starts, usually 1 to 5 for most APIs. Use elastic scale rules to automatically scale down during predictable low periods, nights, weekends. Monitor usage with Capacity Metrics app and adjust minimums, rules monthly based on real patterns. Commit to 1-year or 3-year reserved capacity for significant discounts on the baseline cost. 25. Best practices for using premium plan features. Start with a low minimum instance count, 1 to 3, and use the Capacity Metrics app to determine the true baseline needed to eliminate cold starts. Enable private endpoints and VNet integration immediately for production workloads to meet security and compliance requirements. Leverage unbounded execution for long-running tasks but monitor duration and memory to prevent runaway costs. Regularly review autoscale rules, instance health, and cost allocation. Combine with application insights alerts for proactive management. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you prepare for your Azure Functions interview, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your network. Don't forget to subscribe to ZoomInData and hit the bell icon for more in-depth cloud computing, serverless, and Azure interview prep videos every week. Drop your questions or topic requests in the comments. Let's zoom in on your success together.